power of patience. What can I compare patience with? It is like a man breaking a rock with a sledgehammer. He keeps on hitting and hitting the rock on the same spot, even though there is no visible sign of progress. Finally, a piece breaks from the rock, maybe on the 10th knock. Now, which of the 10 blows broke the piece? If you ask me, I would say all the 10 blows. How? Each knock had a significant contribution in weakening the rock, and the 10th knock, even with the same magnitude as the first 9, came to complete an already ongoing success story. It is of utmost importance to have patience. Patience is to endure, tolerate, and long-suffering. The fruit that results from patience is always worth all the pain and the waiting. Not only so, but we also glory in our sufferings because we know that suffering produces perseverance, perseverance character, and character hope. And hope does not put us to shame because God's love has been poured out into our hearts through the Holy Spirit who has been given to us. Romans chapter 5 verse 3 to 5. Many times our plans in life do not always add up as we would desire them to. This often makes us derail from the right paths since we have not built up our tolerance capacity. It is good at such moments of confusion and discouragement to remember that many are the plans in a man's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails. Proverbs chapter 19 verse 21. We make plans, but Jehovah has the final say. Serenity, calmness, endurance, and observance are virtues that were innately endowed unto me. I was, and still I am more of an observer than a speaker. I often observed situations and patiently waited for the results. The outcome always led to feelings of failure, questioning, and regrets. Contrastingly, even in such moments, I would still have hope and never lived in denial of the outcomes. I patiently waited and held on the promise of better things. My inner eyes were focused beyond the horizon of the hopelessness of the moment. Patience is a vital ingredient in the recipe for success in all of our life situations. We need the patience to say no even to the craze and trends of the day, including everyone is with someone, so I need to be with someone too. Paul precisely advises us in Romans 12:2, do not conform any longer to the patterns of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. A friend once told me that they were in a love romantic relationship due to loneliness. They knew beyond any reasonable doubt that that was neither the right time nor was that the right person to be with. But guess what? They still held on and stayed. For them, being on the wrong wagon was better than being in no wagon at all. Their patient stakes could not stay in the storm of singlehood. This is dangerous. We lost contact, but later on, when we reunited, their words, "I wish I waited," indicated a lesson well learned, albeit the hard way. My response to them was, "You are who you are who you are, and you will be who you will be." We all make mistakes and give up during tribulations. The skin of our patience is sometimes too thin and easily gets bruised by a moment of delay, thus exposing the thick layers of underlying impatience. We all handle and react to pain differently. Does this mean we can excuse our impatience because we are different? No. Patience is a godly virtue that can be patiently learned by simply being patient in situations that do not favor us. We do not need patience when things work our way. We need patience when we have done all that we can, yet life is still raining hailstorms on us. Reinhold Niebuhr rightly prays that God should help us to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. What matters is not how long you wait, but what you will achieve by waiting. I often use cooking gas as a metaphor for patience. We do not eat raw food. We patiently go through the process of preparation and cooking. Is cooking a lightning flash process? No, it takes time. One has to wait for the food to cook. This, therefore, means that for a delicious meal, waiting has to be part and parcel of the cooking process. Precisely, patience is an ingredient of any good result we hope for. I have learned to wait on things I hope for in life without pressure and to embrace every moment that comes my way. The journey is as important as the destination. Every second of patience in the journey brings us closer to our destiny. So, is there power in being patient? Yes. Joseph waited for 13 years, Abraham waited for 25 years, Moses waited for 40 years, Jesus waited for 30 years, and your waiting cannot be compared to the length the disciples and Jesus went through. Patience doesn't come easy. It is acquired through practical and deliberate learning and living in satisfaction through every situation. Paul candidly paints a picture of what it is to be patient and contented. I know what is to be in need. I know what it is to have plenty. I have learned the secret of being content in any and every situation. He further advises us, rejoice in hope, be patient in tribulation, be constant in prayer. Romans 12:12. It is in the inherent human nature to rush things and wander off from our purpose. The same case applied to the biblical story of Ruth and Orpah. Just like they had to endure seasons of famine and calamities of losing their husbands, we too have our seasons and moments of pain and agony. Moving cities or detouring from the situations may not always make things better. How we live through these seasons is very important. This does not mean that we neglect our responsibility in addressing the situation. We have a great responsibility to change what we can change, and we have to accept that what we cannot change. Most of our famine seasons are better modified by changing our attitudes and having a paradigm shift in our thinking. While waiting, it is important to stay true to ourselves and be ourselves. This brings blessings our way. Jacob claimed to be his brother for him to receive his brother's blessing, even though this was convincing and less skeptical. The blessing did not go to him, as what was meant to be for his brother had his name on it. Later on, we see Jacob being blessed after being patient, and his name changed to Israel. Impatience and trickery do not make us receive blessing faster. In the process of waiting, stay true to yourself. This is the way of true blessings from God, which are irrevocable and add no sorrow. Hold on to hope. Be patient in prayer, for prayer brings hope.